Good evening, everyone. It's Wednesday, 9 p.m. Brazil time sharp, and it's time for class. If you don't know me, my name is Renata, and I am an English teacher. I have been for the past 15 years, and I have never lived abroad. And I'm here to help you take your English from okay to the English that your career demands. And tonight I will be flying solo. MC won't be joining me. We are testing something out here since for the last few classes, Zuckerberg has not helped us use the images and use the media that we planned. MC is here, but she won't be joining us. Let's see if, things work out well. Let me know if the sound is working okay. I'm using a mic tonight. I hope it's comfortable. I hope it's smooth to your ears. As you can see in the title, we are going to talk about great apps. Hi, Elaine, Angélica, Tony, Pat, Gilmar, Arthur, Tatiana, Diego. So many people coming in. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Familiar, unfamiliar faces, new faces around here. I'm going to talk about great apps to learn vocabulary. Really learn vocabulary, learn and use. Make that vocabulary active and get out of that frustration of understanding vocabulary and not using vocabulary. Hi, Carol, Laís. Carol, our dear student. Hi, Maga. Hi, Neuda. Welcome, welcome. So the class tonight then is about the apps, and also how at the end of the class I will tell you how what is the correct way to use these apps and any other app. Whatever app you have in your phone and you love, I will teach you the best way to use it and the best way to choose the apps when someone recommends an app to you, when you find an app online, is it really good? How can I be sure, and how can I use it the best way? Welcome everyone, come on in. Please leave your little like, hit the little heart here at the bottom, and make this live more relevant and be notified by Instagram next week. So let's cut to the chase. Let's get going, beginning from the first one. The first app and the second app and any other app that I talk about. Hi, Paula. Thank you so much for the compliment. The first thing, the premise that we work with, the fundamental premise is English, no Portuguese, no translation. We don't believe that translation is going to help you get where you want to. We want you to be independent from Portuguese. We want you to be playing a game, doing a quiz in an app, and be working with your English, working on your English and using your English. So all of the apps that I am going to mention are 100% English. Some of them you will have to choose the language, change the language, but they work fine. And remember that that's what we recommend. The first thing that we recommend is no translation. So let's get started then. Let's move on to the first one. Let's see how things are going to go tonight with, oh my God, with my pictures here. Okay. First of all, we are starting from, the sequence is a little off here for me, but anyway, we can work with that. Okay, got it. First one. Okay, the first one is Words of Wonder. Words of Wonders. This app is really cool. The pros of this app, it is free or paid for. It works okay. For free. Challenging and dynamic. Challenging, I really want to play it more and more. I don't get tired of it so easily. Visually pleasant. Let me show you what it looks like. It's visually pleasant, it's well designed, and it is fun to form the words. You get like letters, starting from 3 letters and moving on to more and more letters, and you have to come up with the words. And you connect like this. With your fingers, you connect the letters, and then the letters start showing. on top there, on top of the circle. And it is pleasant, fun and pleasant to, do that. And it also forces you to recall words, to remember words. There's nothing like, there's no tip, there's no definition. All you have is the number of letters, and you just got to go for it and try out and remember, wait, N-E-E, need, okay, and then you have deed. And if you don't know, if you don't understand exactly, what the option is, what the right option is, what you can do is ask for a tip. So you can get help there. Hi Tatiana, Francisco, Lucas. Please leave your like if you want tips on apps to learn vocabulary. That's the topic of tonight's class. Apps to learn vocabulary for good, forever. What are the cons of this app? At first, the words can be very simple, when you are beginning. But still, to me, it was a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun to use this app. And every now and then, you will find a more complicated word that you may not know. Okay, then you will need to go to a dictionary to find the meaning. But anyway, it is great to review and remember, force your memory, and keep in touch with English, and refresh and get more and warm up your brain. It is really good. Hi Lucas, thank you so much. Love this channel. Thank you, Lucas. Thank you for the compliment. Hi Kelly. Hi Vanessa. Hi everyone. Come on in. We're talking about apps tonight. So these are the cons of this app called, once again, let's go back to the name, Words of Wonders. Words of Wonders. That's app number 1. App number 2. Yes, Paula, it is a free app. You can play it, on like free mode, free plan. But I believe, as with anything, the more quality you want, the more you will have to pay. There will be a price. But I do believe that it is an investment if you like it, test it for free. If you like it, and if eventually you need to pay for it, it may be worth it. If it is something that is helping you, and if you feel like it challenges you and you like it, great. I think it's an investment. App number 2, word lanes. Word lanes, the pros are free or paid for, also free version, okay. Good for beginners, very good for beginners, because there are simple words, easy. It's easier to identify the words than app number 1. And it is also fun to mark the words. How does it happen? How do things happen? You have a tip, a definition or something like that, to bat an eye in a jokingly manner. Oh, to wink. You see that the letters are in the right sequence. It's not that hard to find, but still, they were all white, okay? They come like this, all white, and then you have to find the word. It is a game called Search Word. Hi, Michael. Hi, Rafael. Hi, Mirza. Welcome, Mirza. Hi, Fefe. Hi, Maria Fernanda. Welcome. So that's how you find it. And then it is a search word. Search words are old games, but this is a modern version of a search word. Technological, you get the answer right away, colorful, dynamic. And then you just highlight the word like I did there with the little, my finger, and then wink was the word, and it was correct. So this app, the pros, free or paid for, good for beginners. There are many simple words at the beginning to help you construct your vocabulary, and fun to mark the words. What are the cons? One of the cons that I found was every time you finish, there is this, ooh, spectacular, and that kind of gets on my nerves after the 5th time. I don't know about you, but I feel a little impatient with those, yay, spectacular, okay, I know, I just want the next one. So to me, that's a con. Also, can you see that it starts with few options and then it moves on to more letters? And though the words are not always in the right sequence, sometimes they are inverted, which makes it more challenging, all right? Now, both apps, this one, Good Word Lanes, and Words of Wonders, they are apps for general English. Is it a good thing, a bad thing? Well, I don't consider that a good or a bad thing. If you need very specific vocabulary, that's not the app for you. Those are not the apps for you. If you are happy with any words like I am, I like, refreshing my English and remembering any word, and I'm happy with that. So yes, those are two characteristics of these apps. Hi Mari, hi Nanda, Lívia, Barbara, welcome, welcome. Flavinha, come on in. Leave your little like, hit the heart here to invite more people into our lives and to be notified next week. So yeah, then we have this app, and then we have app number 3. Hi Layla, welcome. Hi Gabby, our dear student, come on in. Cody Cross. Cody Cross is an app. That's one of the cons. I can anticipate that. It's very childlike. It feels like they're talking to children, but the vocabulary is not childlike. That's what I found odd about it. And it's one of those games that has the little phases, so you go through the phases and you feel like you are progressing, which I find fun. The child in me likes that, So, that's one thing. But anyway, so like the solar system phase, and then we have it. This is basically a modern version of a crossword puzzle. Crossword puzzle? We've done crossword puzzles here before that I created and you did with me. So this is a crossword puzzle, but it's like words of the same size, the same number of letters, and there is no big help. You don't see the letters. You don't see anything. You just see the definition of the words, which are below. You may not be able to see very well because of the comments, but like this one says, disappeared into thin air. And then the definition is vanished. That was the first one. So, and then you start filling it in with the letters. You have to type the word in. It doesn't make your life very easy. That's one of the characteristics. And then, words like eye patch, bakeries, charisma, employee. The next one, I forgot which word it was. But anyway, so the pros of Cody Cross. Free or paid for. The free version is also pretty good for you to test and see if you like it. Challenging. This is the most challenging of the 3. It demands that you remember the word. Crossword puzzles are the best. Remember your grandpa and your grandma, those people that love doing crossword puzzles. And at least my grandpa had amazing vocabulary. He read a lot and he loved crossword puzzles. So, he knew the most absurd words in Portuguese that I would never know. So there you have it. Crossword puzzles are an amazing exercise for your vocabulary. And this is a 2021 way to do that. Much more dynamic and fun, and colorful. Hi, Deborah, our dear student. MC says she wants to try this one out for sure. You're going to love it, partner. You're going to love it. All 3. I had to control myself, I could help myself, but it was hard, when I first found them, I was like, okay, I want to play. Like, no, I cannot play. I have to work. But it's work, right? I'm working and I'm playing and I'm working and I'm playing. Okay, Monica, Paula, your parents, Paula. Yeah, see, not even grandparents, parents. And, anyway. So, let me see if anyone else got it. Came in. Okay, no. Alrighty, so there we have the pros, challenging, dynamic, and this is the most challenging one. It doesn't give you much. You have to work hard for your money. The cons. The design is childlike, and I thought that was the only one, just like the other ones. It is also general English, not good, not bad, just a characteristic of the app. All right. So these are the cons and the pros of this app. Let's say the name again. Cody Cross. Cody Cross. So the three apps, Cody Cross, the first one I mentioned, Words of Wonders, and the second one was Word Lanes. I have a bonus one for you. These are three great apps which will serve you very well, and I have a bonus one. Okay, this bonus one is my favorite one, but at the same time, it is not available in Brazil anymore, which is a pity. Since I have I have the version already downloaded in my phone, I can still play around a little, but I don't have all the features anymore, unfortunately. And also, besides that, hi Mai, welcome, our dear gold digger. Besides that, the app itself, I think, doesn't exist anymore, not even for MC. You could test that out for us. Could you do that favor later? It doesn't have to be now, of course, because you're using your phone. But it seems that it's only available in the US and other countries, but not in Brazil. And the name, you actually have to look for Game of Games. This is the game that I'm talking about. It's called Hot Hands, but it's an Ellen DeGeneres game. It's inside an app called Game of Games. It's one of those. It used to be a separate app. Now it's inside Game of Games. And why do I love Hot Hands so much? Because you can choose single player, multiple player. You can play with your friends or you can play by yourself. You can choose to do it. You have categories: green, around the world, old school, hot shots. And there are three ways to play. You can play using your voice. You say the image and it recognizes what you said. Is it perfect? No. Sometimes you say the right thing and it doesn't recognize it. And, but anyway. And if you say, T-Rex, it will go like, bang, because it's not a T-Rex, it's T-Rex. But you can use your voice. You can do like multiple choice, the same quiz. Multiple choice or initials. Like if it's a T-Rex, for example, you just type T, which is the first letter. Robin Hood, RH, just type the initials. So you can do it in any format and practice over and over. That's what I do, over and over again to learn the word. It's about pop culture. It's about business. There's a category about logos. Really cool, huh? Logos. There are animals, there's a category like green things, just random but really fun. So I love Hot Hands. Too bad we cannot download it in Brazil anymore. I just hope that they make it available, that they give us that option once again one day. Let's hope for that. Fingers crossed. So I love Hot Hands. Like this picture is, I actually filmed the screen. I was playing it and I get overexcited. I gotta say it's a little embarrassing because they go like, Robin Hood, cucumber, avocado, no, guacamole, no, iguana, no. Yeah, that happens. So this is like seaweed. Can you see the little match burning down? It's like counting the seconds and you have to speak really fast. And if you say it right, they go ding. If you say it wrong, it goes bang and moves on to the next. It's really fun, you guys, really, really fun. Hi, Julia. Welcome, our dear gold digger. So Hot Hands is the bonus app that I have to tell you about. I wanted to share with you. But, there's that little problem. Like Julia, for example, Julia here, she just joined us. She's not in Brazil. So she can probably download this app. Julia, let us know if you can. MC also, or anyone that is not in Brazil, that lives abroad, please let us know if you like it. If you could download Hot Hands or Game of Games and play with it. So these apps are great. All of these apps are great. Now it's my time, the moment that I separated tonight to explain to you what makes those apps great and what makes other apps great. Let me know in the comments what apps you love. And my partner MC, she wasn't even supposed to be here tonight, you know, she didn't even have to be here tonight, but there she is. Can I ask you for a favor? So can I ask you to please write down the apps if they leave any apps in the comments, because I would really love to try those apps. You know, I would really be happy to try them out and give you guys my opinion on them. What should you pay attention to when you are downloading an app and using it? First, what's the premise? No Portuguese. The premise, the first thing you need to see and do, you know, and pay attention to is no Portuguese. If you like what I just said, no Portuguese, no translation, hit the heart here and let me know if you like that, if you also believe in learning English through English. Okie dokie. Number 2, make sure the information is accurate. There are some collaborative apps where people like me can just input information there in quizzes. You know, people, many people, any person can make mistakes, typos, grammar mistakes. So be careful. When the company creates the app, they want to make sure that everything is correct. If that's not the case, if it's a collaborative app, aka, e.g. Wikipedia, for example, Wikipedia, you know, you can't really trust 100% because anyone can just go there and do it. So be careful with that. The next thing is the most important, let's say, point here. The most important thing is, are you practicing recognition or are you practicing recalling information? Let me show you. Recognition is, for example, this. What is the synonym here? To treat somebody badly. Live it up, lay on, take over, latch on, let off, lock down, mess over. All you have to do, I mean, not all, okay guys, I don't mean that it is easy. I'm not saying that it is easy, but I'm saying that it is easier. Hi Marcão, welcome. Hi Sarinha, Ju. Leave your little heart here, hit the heart to make this live more relevant to Instagram. So you have to recognize that is easier than remembering. Imagine not having any of these options and thinking, give me a phrasal verb that is a synonym for that. It's harder. Recognition, another example. You have a definition and you just have to mark which is the right option. Multiple choice exercises, multiple choice quizzes, games. Another one. You have the definition, a lifesaver. No, wait, this one is just the explanation. Sorry, like this one, where you have to put the expression in the right order. You know, a fact of life. The words are scrambled and you just have to organize them. That is also recognition. It is not, you don't have to remember the whole expression. You have to remember part of it and you recognize, oh, and then your brain organizes the idea. It is the first step. It is easier. Important too, when you are first learning something new, you know, the first time you see a grammar point or a word, it's important to have multiple choice, you know, to test your recognition. But then staying here, that's the problem. When you stay in this phase of recognizing things, you don't actually, or you may not actually be able to use them actively. So what happens? You get frustrated because you understand but you never use. I understand, Renata. My listening is great. I understand everything you say, everything people say, but I never use. I always use the same words. I never know how to use the words you use. I want to use those words and I can't. So you have to make sure those words are easily accessed when you need them. And recognizing words is not getting access to them. So practice recognition exercises, different ones. Let me show you. I want to show you the difference between in the same type of exercise. This is an example of recognition. Picture of a lizard, options. You click the lizard. That is the same game, the same app. I think I have a better picture. Okay, it's not here. Why isn't it here? It was supposed to be here, but it's okay. So that's a lizard, multiple choice. And this one, as I said, the one you have to say the word, recall. I see the image, I have to process that, and I have to say it. That takes even more time, it takes longer. So, seaweed, avocado, iguana, you know? So, recalling and recognizing are different things. When you download an app, think, what is this app testing? Recognition or recalling, or both? Or, you know, oh, is it phrasal verbs? I'm not very good with phrasal verbs yet. I will need first to recognize. I'm not at that level where I can recall things so well. So start there. Start there. But at one point, it is important for you to practice recalling the phrasal verb, not simply recognizing it. In these apps, the 3 apps, let's go and let's try to read the 3 apps that I mentioned. The first one here, there is some recognition because you have the letters and you will try, you know, to put them together. That will help you, but there is a lot of recalling, a lot. There is no tip, there are no synonyms, there is nothing to help you. You have to go around and scramble the letters and test and force your memory, you know? At least that's how I felt. A lot of recognition, not that much, a lot of recalling, sorry, not that much recognition. This one, on the other hand, you have the definition and the word is there. You just have to, it occurs involuntarily in one's mind during sleep. Okay, maybe, dream maybe? Okay, dream, yes, dream. It's there. If you glance at it, you may find it. More recalling, not so much recognition. The other way around, more recognition and less recalling. Okay, yes, MC is asking me to repeat the 4 apps. I will, okay? I will repeat at the end. No worries, MC. Thank you, partner. So yes, and the other app, I'm going to repeat the names. And the last app, this one. Recognition, very strong recognition. All you have is the definition and the number of letters. You have to remember a lot. That's why crossword puzzles are such a powerful activity to retain vocabulary. You're forcing yourself to remember the whole thing. Got it? Any questions? Leave them in the comments. I will be happy to help you. Okay, we'll save the live stream. Oh, recognition is easier than recalling. I realize it when I need to use active conversation with natives. For sure, Lucas. Way, way easier. That's why most people complain about understanding but not using. Could you share the names of the apps? Yes, I will. I will share the names of the apps. How about a post on stories after class? How about that? I think it's going to be helpful. You don't have to worry about copying it right away, but still, I'm going to repeat them right now. Number 3, the one, let's go. I work better, you know, in sequence. The first one, words of wonders. The second one, words of wonders, which is this one. I like this one so much, you guys. I really like it. Number 2, word lanes. Word lanes, it's the one where you drag and you find the words. It's a search word puzzle. And the third one is Cody Cross, which is childlike, but not for children, I gotta say. Really cool. And the fourth one, which, as I said, is not available in Brazil, at least for iOS. I don't have an Android phone to say if it works for Android, but for iOS, it's not available anymore in Brazil. It's called Hot Hands, but it is inside another app nowadays. It's called Game of Games. So if you want to find it, you can search for Hot Hands or Game of Games. And this is, to me, my favorite one. It has pop culture, it has voice mode, multiple choice initials mode. It's really cool and fun. I go nuts with it too. I actually love all of them, but I think this one is my favorite of all. So guys, thank you so much. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Leave your little like, hit the heart here if you enjoyed this live. If you want a part 2 of apps to learn vocabulary or apps in general to learn English, please DM us, leave it in the comments in our last post, on the feed. Let us know what you want to see, because these lives, these classes are made for you. We are here every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Brazil time, and we are always here to help you take your English from okay to the English that your career and your success demand. All right? Leave that okay English behind. Let's just go for it. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next week, next Wednesday at 9 p.m. Brazil time. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye. Have a great rest of week and weekend. See you soon.